I had the tree where people are a little nicer and curious, and then the tree where, people are kind of a little more rude to him. And either way, you can get to the end because you know how when you start a quest, and I'm warning people that this is going to have like a moderate level of dialogue. It's not going to be over the top, but there will be some reading. I'm still going to give everybody the option to skip right to the point and not have to read everything if they don't want to. Because here, he comes up, you talk to him, and he's like, blah, 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 all this stuff's happening. And your first answer that you can say to him is just get to the point. And then basically you've only got a few really quick options in here to get through. See how short this one on the right is? This over here is all the detail for somebody that wants to read the detail. It's in here. And in the end, you can still be a little rude to him if you want once you get through the story. So I thought I still want to streamline it in case people, especially if you're repeating the quest too. In fact, I might put in a third option in here that actually is for people that want to repeat the quest. And that third option would be, yes, of course, I'll help you. I don't need details, just tell me where to go next. And in that way, somebody repeating it does not have to go through all of the dialogue. They can just skip right to the end. So let's go ahead and add another response since we're talking about how this works. Right at the beginning, Simon is going on and on. How rude of me. Blah, blah, blah. The important part, of course, is let's go to the end of his dialogue. It's so hard to actually select in here. You have to use the arrow keys because it's not easy to grab it. My good friend Philo has gotten himself in a bit of trouble, you see. It may have been my fault, actually. So somebody who's raring to go would just say something like, oh, I can help with that. Or, I'm just the person you're looking for. Just something really generic and cheesy. I'm just the adventurer you're looking for. Okay, so we add this response. Now we've got a third response. We can close this over here, and a new tree has started. I always add a fail objective, which basically takes somebody out of the conversation. If they want to start over again, they can. It's kind of like a stop talking to the NPC thing. It doesn't mean that they've failed the quest and that's the end of their quest period. What it means is they just start over the dialogue. Like you can basically say, well, I don't want to talk to you anymore, and it ends. So I always add something in here. But I don't know why this one is here. I think I have an extra response I don't need in this thing. Let me go. Let's go ahead and add this one because the other one's not coming up for some reason. Just the adventurer you're looking for. Right, and so then we can have Simon in here. Let's see. I just have him being very brief. He does a one-time emote of, I could just have him flourish bow this time, and it's good. We want to select that and just have him say, excellent. We'll tell him to speak to, let's see, the guy, I think the guy's name we picked just kind of randomly, speak to Dean Jasper, his name is Jasper, over at the Honeymead Tavern. Oh, and good luck. Now this probably needs a little bit more detail in here. Because I have him giving people a key. I think I might change that because the level of detail needed to have him hand the adventurer a key. I'm not even sure that I could do that. I might have to put it on the floor somewhere and have him say, "Oh, by the way, there's a key over there in that plant. Make sure you get it before you go." Because I don't know that I can have an NPC just hand something to you. Maybe there's item objects in the game, and that I haven't explored yet. But anyway, so that right there is a quick way for somebody to get through the dialogue. If you've already done this, you don't want to read all this again, but you don't want to go the rude path either. You're just like, yes, I'm the adventurer you're looking for. So, it's actually, I'm trying to figure out why this is not coming up anymore. I could take this out and even put it up here. Wish I could drag these around. Can I drag it to a different spot? No. You have to create it on the same line. Anyway, so what we can do, I'm just going to test it. It's very incomplete and very skeletal looking in here. But let's go to the storyboard. That one's coming up. I feel like it's opening in the wrong place somewhere. Like maybe it's opening on a lower screen. It's quite odd. Might have to reload it for some reason. It's just that's kind of buggy. It's not working right now. All right, so let's play from here. We'll get to see the new thing that we added in. So, the Ham Lord. That's still funny to me. All right, I made a note here. 6-cubed Ham Lord. We'll see how far that gets. Tim Dedrui, the poor hobbit from Alderaan. Alderaan, isn't that a little obvious though? It's a little obvious. I do like the usage of the name Tim though. So crossing over into covering Star Wars and Monty Python at this point. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to run over quickly. You know, I think the reason my character keeps getting messed up is because I need to reset this map. There we go. He's still injured. I don't know how to reset the NPC or my player, my test player. Tim the Enchanter. That's right. Alright, so let's talk to Simon. Hey, Simon, what is up? Are you Simon Fields? Now, see, here's the options I have. Basically, I think we probably still need to ask him if that's who he is. It makes sense. But this is if I want to just get out of the conversation. The second option just stops it. Everything's still there. I haven't actually picked anything. Haven't completed the quest. Are you Simon Fields? He's got a bunch of stuff. I might move this out. It makes more sense to do it just like right at the beginning though. Because I want people to be able to bypass it right away. But here's this. I'm just the adventurer you're looking for. Excellent, he says. Speak to Dean Jasper over at the Honeymead Tavern. Oh, and good luck. And you're done. I mean, that's getting through it quickly, which is awesome. And I'm pretty sure... Set this again. And I wish I could make my character move. I bet I can, because this... See how those commands down there say God mode? I need to make my character move at like 9 million miles an hour speed. Okay, so... This continue shouldn't be here. That's that response that I couldn't delete because the thing was acting weird on me. It's still a success answer, but it's broken. Like, I need to actually fix that. A rabbit mob? I don't know. Osiris, you're back. You're back. Welcome back. Yeah, I think it's good that you made it back. What did you get for dinner? I'm morbidly curious now. I'm also curious if you're a fast eater or a slow eater. I'm notoriously slow. I can go to a restaurant and take forever to eat. My food gets long cold before I'm done with it unless I'm completely hungry. This morning, I think I'm going to go get tacos, but I have to wait for taco places to open. The schedule I'm on is terrible. Everything is closed. It's my dinner time, right? If I want tacos, what is open at 8:30 in the morning to serve you tacos? All I can get is like egg sandwiches if I go out and stuff. Oh, would you like some eggs? It's not breakfast for me right now. It's dinner for me. It's my dinner time. Tacos, ham. This is all good. This is all good. You know, guys, if we ever go subscriber around here, we should get some cool icons that's like a giant ham hock and maybe even some tacos. Like, we're going to have food icons here. That's just how this goes. I mean, what do we talk about? We talk about food like almost every single time we cast. I don't know what else. You guys should think of some good icons. It's a long ways off, but I would love to have some great ideas for some icons. As weird as it gets in here, the weirder it gets, the weirder our icons are going to be. You can't get takeaway tacos? Why not? Don't you have a taco place at all? It's quite depressing. Oh my god. Osiris, if you come out to the United States, you will be overwhelmed by the food. Make sure that you bring clothes that are like 2 sizes larger than what you already wear, because you will probably gain like 30 pounds out here when you finally get to visit. I know, I like to make tacos too. At least you probably can buy all the stuff to make them, but nothing beats when you're super hungry. If you let it go too long, you don't want to make food at that point. You just want someone to graciously hand you food because it's too much trouble at that point. You're like, there's no way I can make anything. Oh my God, someone please just hand me food. And this right here is not, I don't know why it's not working. Actually, I think I've actually encountered a bug where this is not loading anymore. Let's see. I think I can actually get the menu up on this one. Even the option to delete is gone as well. 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. McDonald's or Burger King, everything else is closed. Oh my God, man. I feel for you. I have a little bit more options than that. Although we used to have a good 24-hour taco place called Del Taco. The Del Taco has decided that they are not going to be 24 hours anymore. And technically we do have a 24-hour taco place. I shouldn't complain. I live in Texas, and in Texas, this is the land of the Tex-Mex. You will find tacos on almost every corner. But the place that serves the tacos, it's called Taco Cabana, is not really that good. Like when I think about eating tacos, I rarely want to go there because usually their food is horrible. Like the quality is it's just bad. I don't personally like it. It tastes like they used like 2 or 3 day old grease, and it's really gross. So before Del Taco decided that they were only going to be like a normal hour place, I had options. But I have stuff like McDonald's, I have Denny's, I have Waffle House, all these different like restaurants. Let's see. I don't know if our Burger King's 24 hours, but we have Jack in the Box. Oh my God, talk about some junk food there. Jack in the Box, delicious. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to exit out of here because I think just close. Let me try closing the project and exiting. Sometimes it takes a little while. I wonder if maintenance has started, actually, because I didn't get any notices, but I might not. If it did, that would make a lot of sense why shit isn't working. But let's go back into it and see if it's gonna work now. We have Taco Bell too, but they're not 24 hours around here. Some of them are open until, let's see, like 2 or 3 in the morning on weekends. I don't know. They have an odd schedule, and it's good and it's bad because 2 o'clock in the morning for me is not a good time. Like if Apocryphile's not around, we share a car. The Taco Bells are too far away for me to get to, and so like I can't just walk there. It's several miles. But we do have them. Just Taco Bell is also at the lower end here because there's just so many options for tacos, but you take what you can get when it's open. We've got so many places. I can't even begin to get into the amount of places that we have here. Alright, let's see if this is working now. Ah, yay, it's working. Okay, so what I want to do is I need to delete this response 4 because it added an extra one that I did not need. And I'm actually going to delete this "I'm just the adventurer you're looking for" line also. Just want to delete all of that. And I had a response under it. Let's see if it deleted that as well. Yeah, it did. Okay. So if we want the fast option for people to just get out of here as soon as possible, we would put it probably in this top tree. So let's see, we've got, are you Simon Fields? We've got, I think you have the wrong person, and let's see, let us add another response. Let's move it up because we want it in the middle, and then we're going to put, "I'm just the adventurer you're looking for." And he's very happy about this, so let's see. No requirements. We don't need any of that. Enable, it's fine. Okay, so we're going to go over here now, and we want this to be a success. So his response is going to be something like, as we had before. Excellent. Oh my god, I can't type it all today. Excellent. See Dean Jasper at the Honeymead Inn. Honeymead Tavern. Got too many taverns and inns in this story. That's pretty much the depth. Not very deep. If this were a swimming pool, it would probably be about 2 feet deep. Alright. Oh, and get to pick up a key I've hidden over there in that plant. I think I'm changing this because I like the idea of then the adventurer talks to him, then they have to go rustle around in a plant to get a key. Now, you don't have to get this key. My quest is going to function whether or not you get the key. The key is for the back door to the tavern. The idea is that if people want to go into the back, they can. They can use the key if they're not a rogue, but if they're a rogue, they're going to be able to pick the lock and go back in. So I want all characters to be able to do all branches of the quest if they can. This is kind of optimistic and maybe a little bit too big to start with, but hey, we're gonna try it. Because how frustrating is it, right? If you're not a rogue and you can't pick a lock, but you still want to go, like, in the back door, you actually want to, like, sneak around. You can't. You cannot do it. The key in the lava. Oh yes, don't forget to stop and get the key in the lava before you leave. The key in the lava? Right. Alright, so do we want to actually have a response to him? We don't really need one. That's that continue that comes up. Thanks again. Oh man, I don't know. I will refine all of my dialogue as I go too. Because this right now is a very rough outline. I have to put in the rough stuff or nothing will ever get done. So our response to him is going to be either just continue or, we can be eager. We'll just say, I'm on it. Very eager to go out and help this guy. And that's a success response. Okay, so let's save it. And let us go back in and test it. And all that stuff should be gone now. Start from. Let's go to maps. No, wait, story. And we will test it from here. Play from here. Man, that sounds good. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but butter chicken, basmati rice, sounds delicious. Sounds, almost sounds Indian foodish. This thing is broken. That should not come up. Alright. So, let's go. I should go click on the map because I could be standing next to him instead of having to run. Why those yellow indicators are there. I have to figure out why they're spawning by themselves. Hello there, Simon. You there, yes, you. Come over here. You look like an adventurer. Perhaps you're responding to my posting for help. I'm just the adventurer you're looking for. Excellent. Go see Dean Jasper at the Honeymead Tavern. Oh, and don't forget to pick up the key I've hidden over there in the plant. Thanks again. I'm on it. Done. Okay, so we have 3 options now. We've got the long-winded option where they can read all the plot. We have the I'm here repeating the quest and don't want to reread everything again and just immediately get into the plot. And then we have the wait, I don't actually want to talk to this guy. Abort. We've got the 3 options. Can you guys think of any other option that would be good to give people in here? Detail, no detail, and then whoops, hold on, I'm not ready yet. So we got those 3 things. There could be more that we're going to add. While we think about that, let's have a lava bath. Where are you, lava? Oh man, I am going to have to take the lava out for the final product. You know what might be funny in a quest that's totally serious is to have a room, like say this room was locked over here, and maybe we could put an Easter egg in for a certain class or something like that, like a rogue. If they unlock it and go in, it's just like a room full of lava. Okay, that's a ridiculous idea, but I would laugh if I saw something like that in an adventure. Really trying really hard to make a serious quest here. Trying so hard. Unlock the door. Door opens, lava comes out. Is that what you're getting at? Room of fire and NPCs! Oh my god, it's hell! Oh man, that would actually be pretty funny. Everybody's on fire, trying to pat themselves out. I like this, Osiris. You're a creative genius. I don't know, what do you think about the lava idea? Should we have lava pouring in and out as well? And chains. Yeah, you can actually make slaves in this game. It's pretty easy. One of the quests I was doing, I think Osiris, you've done this one too. It's the Blood and Sand quest. It's essentially an entire quest full of slave girls that you're freeing. That's pretty much the objective. And most of them are just kind of sitting around near chains and in their underwear. I know I won't spoil the end of it, but it's pretty funny when you get to the end. Yep. It's pretty awesome. I laughed when I saw it. I also like how none of the girls have names. They don't need names. They're just like these slave girls that are just like, oh hey, there's so many in the game. The guy did not bother to name a single one of them. Even one of the parts of the quest is like this dying this dying man is telling you to save his wife and daughter. He doesn't name them either. They're just named wife and daughter or something like that. Like it's just I did save them all. I did save them. I couldn't help myself. Okay, well, let's see, we have a working quest option for people that just want to get through this now. And what else do we have? Man, I still have to move this table over a little bit. This might be a job for 3D editing. So that I can see, like, how far over I'm moving the table. So I don't want it to be as close to this beam as it is currently. And we can just easily slide this over without thinking about it. Then we can be done with it. Might be good. Now they're demanding names. That's what happens when you free slaves. They start getting all uppity and they want rights and stuff. But you have to free them. You can't have slaves. At least pay them a nice minimum wage. Of course, they'd want to be in Australia for that. I hear you guys have a really nice minimum wage there. Alright, well this looks pretty good. Okay, people can now, let's see, you're gonna spawn in and you're gonna walk. The table is not in the way of the walkway. I wonder, is that too far over? Is it not centered enough? Is the table too large? All these questions. Maybe I should just deal with it being too close to the post. 20 bucks. Yeah, that's not bad. Out here, minimum wage, it's been a while since I've looked it up, and every state is different, of course. Every state has a different idea about what minimum wage should be, but it's probably somewhere between $8 and $9 now. It's really terrible. You cannot survive on minimum wage here if you want to live well. And that's even talking about Texas. Oh, that's too far for sure. Texas has a very low cost of living compared to some states. Like it's very cheap to live here, and you still really can't live on minimum wage. $8 or $9 an hour is really hard. You would have a really terrible apartment, or you'd have to live with other people. You'd have to have roommates at that point if that's all you made. Well, if you have a skill, and you're in IT, like if you got certificates or at least a job history of having a skill, you're usually not stuck making minimum wage if there are actually jobs in the area, which Texas is doing pretty good for the economy. Like people are always talking about how they can't find jobs. Generally speaking, it's pretty good here. And as long as you're marketable, it's very rare that you will start at a place for around $9 an hour. Because, like for example, IT in this area, if they're being super cheap, they'll start you at about 14, which is it's very livable. You're not rich, but it's very livable in this particular area. But if you get a nice job in IT, you're going to be making about the same as what you're making there, like somewhere in the early 20s. And if you have a lot of experience, you could get a senior job and be making even more. So it really depends on your marketable skills. If you're working at McDonald's, you know, making $8 or $9 an hour is good because, I mean, there's no real skill set there. So, I mean, the fact that your McDonald's pays 15, yeah, that's amazing. That's unheard of. I mean, that's managers that have probably worked there for years, like the assistant manager types. I mean, it's definitely a dead-end job here, or an extra job, you know, like if you just want extra income for a few hours of your time. It's not very lucrative though. Not very lucrative at all. Okay, well, what else are we going to add? I don't know if I should try to block these windows. I guess that would be a good test of what the system can do, but I'm always thinking I would just like to flesh this place out a little bit and be done with it. Like, I've got to put some NPCs around doing some stuff. And we were going to check monsters. Let's see if we can add a monster and see what they look like. Because I've already added an NPC. I mean, you guys have seen... You've seen Simon. This is what he looks like. You can see all the customizing you can do here about what he's wearing. And you can customize you know everything about like the way he looks. Like right now I just have kind of Legolas hair, but he can have he can have crazy hair. I think one of my favorite ones. Let's see if I can find it. It was pretty funny. Was let's see. So I'll just scroll through them until I see it because I can't remember what it was called. Seeing it now. It was like this crazy. Oh, here it is. Fire giant. Look at this hair. This is just that's awesome right there. Would you take anyone seriously that had this haircut? Probably not. So we're gonna go with Legolas because this guy thinks he's all that and a bag of chips. Gotta figure out how to add monsters because I don't actually know. Let's see. Looks like monsters may counters. This might be too complicated for me to show you guys right now because I honestly don't know. But here's some of the NPC skins that we can pick. So already you can see that there are monsters in here. We've got things like ghosts and goblins. Ghost and goblins, lol. Okay, what is this? Got a frost goblins, pretty ugly dudes. And if you want to add them in, let's see. Let's pick something cool. What kind of monster do you guys want to see from D&D? Like, think of one. We could do a Mindflayer. Have a Mindflayer? Why in the hell is there? Why is an elf in there? Elves checked still? No ghosts, no goblins, no elves. Here we go, mind flayers. Of course, they have doodlies. They like the brains. Alright, let's see. Mind flayer, Scourge, Thune Hulk. What else do we have here? Mastermind. I don't know. I just want one that's got really obnoxious looking tentacle mouth. Oh, that one looks pretty good. Both of these guys look good. Let's go with this one. This guy right here looks like your standard Mind Flayer, and we're gonna put him. Where would a Mind Flayer stand? Right where you spawn in, of course, so you have no opportunity to get away. Actually, I think I need to turn this field of view that way. Okay, and as we can see, this should work. That his field of view is going to go this way. All right, now that you have this, you can set other things on him as well. So let's see. Here's his costume, which it's already set to the Mind Flayer Scourge, I think is what we picked. So if you want to customize the way your Mind Flayer looks, you come in here and then you pick this. Now I'm assuming we can turn this into a monster somewhere too. Where that is exactly, I don't know, but you can do all sorts of stuff. Like if you want to give him a helmet, wow, that's weird looking. You don't really want to give your Mind Flayer a helmet. That probably doesn't seem like a good plan. But let's see, you've got all these different presets. If you want to give him like super evil, crazy armor, down here at the bottom they've got some stuff that's kind of like a little more crazy evil looking. Cthulhu, that would be awesome. Cult of Cthulhu. You should totally do it. You should totally do it. I think any idea you have is a good one. And I don't know, I think a lot of people are playing this game. You could make almost any kind of quest and you would appeal to some sort of audience. Like the people that are impatient, not in the mood for a quest that's long, not in the mood for text. If you don't want to do like an elaborate story, you don't have to. If you want an elaborate story, just warn people in the description. You know, don't do this quest if you don't want to read, essentially. But wait a minute. You can put hair on your Mind Flayer? Alright, where's the fire giant hair? Excellent. Now we have our Mind Flayer with fire giant hair. It's that looks kind of like a purple or something. That's good. I like it. It doesn't look very scary this way though. It's bald or none. Let's just go with none. So let's see. Now how do we turn this guy into an enemy? This is the question. Let's see. Appear immediately. Behavior. Contact. This is what he's doing when you look at him. Here's some of that stuff that we were talking about before. What they do. Like you can actually have a dead body laying here if you want. You can have him be dead. Contacts just kind of stand there and breathe and shift around on their feet from left and right a little bit. Okay, well, I mean, contact is what he is by default. Show parameters. Click to select animations. Oh, and you can have him standing there doing something, too. You guys have seen the beggars around town, perhaps. You know, we could have him sitting there begging for coins. We could have him doing something evil, because that's what mind flayers do, right? Let's see, what would he be doing that's evil? What is in here? Folk dancing. You walk in. To your right, you see a mind flayer folk dancing. You immediately run. I think that's probably what I would do. Let's see, we've got... You can have him dancing like a zombie. Probably not the best idea. Have him be frustrated. Frustrated and an emotional outburst. Let's make whatever this is looping so that we can just kind of sit there and watch him do it over and over again. Talking angrily. Threatening. Ooh, threatening. A looping idle animation with character threatens and points. That's probably not very animated, but we'll see what that is. Maybe it is really good. You open the door. Cthulhu is folk dancing. You lose sanity. 50 DKP minus! Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna threaten. And I'm still looking to see where we can turn this guy into a monster. I might need to do it in a completely different place, because honestly, we picked this from NPCs. I mean, this isn't like a battle area. Let's see. Where is the battle area? It is... I'm trying to remember where I saw this now. I think it was when I was placing items. Was it in items? No. I completely don't remember now. Special? Aha. I was thinking it could be in here, to where we're turning something into a monster. But this is something I have not discovered yet. This is exactly how, when I'm sitting here by myself trying to figure this out, I end up, aside of course from talking out loud, because I'm not insane, I usually don't talk to myself. Although there have been times I've been playing games after streaming that I feel the need to narrate. I have to stop that feeling. But, like, hey, no, there's no one listening, and sometimes Apocryphile is sitting over here playing a game, and he looks over at me like, you don't need to tell me what you're doing right now. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not streaming. That moment when you realize you're not streaming. But anyway, I need to figure out where this is. So this is what I do when I sit here and I'm, like, experimenting around. There's got to be a way to turn monsters into monsters. Maybe it's just a spawning in. I might just have to use this like ambush node, because I've never tried to use this. I don't even know what this is. So if we put an ambush node in, it's combat, it's an ambush. There's nothing. Nearby creatures will try and take this node and try to hide. No, I don't think that's what I want either. There's something in here that's going to turn things into a hostile object, and that I don't know how to do yet. So, but anyway, we have our Cthulhu. I guess we'll just at least let's go in and have a look at him. We should look at him, and then because I'm gonna need to know how to put monsters in here. It's just not something apparently that I'm ready for yet. So let us just zone in. Let's visit this Dark Moon Inn. That's what this place is called, the Dark Moon Inn. What a nice place. I want to go there. Maybe they have tacos. I can order a couple of tacos. And it will be wonderful. I don't know why this menu keeps popping up. Oh, okay. I didn't reset the map. So let's do that. Control R. Just click it. There we go. All right. So this would be if you zone in. This is what's going to be like, and you look around, and immediately. I didn't name this guy, he's just customized Mindflayer. Look, there he is. He's threatening you right from the get-go. He's gonna punch you. That's probably the wrong animation for a Mindflayer, because I don't think that they would be so physical as to threaten you with physical harm. He should be doing something creepy, like waving his fingers around. There might be something like that in there. Casting a spell. Zombie is actually kind of funny. But of course, we have no interactions. He has no dialogue or he doesn't do anything. All he does is repeatedly threaten you. That's what we told him to do. So, you have a friend that narrates while they're cooking. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Does he do that when he's alone, or does he do that for your benefit? So yeah, there's our Cthulhu. And that's going to be my next thing, I think, is figuring out how to turn things into monsters, because this particular quest is probably going to involve that guy that I'm kind of having him as the evil guy. He's Dean Jasper. Oh wait, I should go back to the Foundry. They're going to shut it down. Dean Jasper is probably going to start out as a non-hostile NPC, and I'm going to learn how to make him become hostile, which probably includes him despawning and respawning as something else, because I've seen that in other games and other Foundry quests that people have been making up. So we don't really need to save the Mindflayer in here. It's just we can delete him. I think I just have time to save. I don't know if we've done anything useful. I don't think so. Not in the last couple minutes. I know, Osiris, what is with the maintenance? I knew it was going to hit maintenance this morning, and I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to stream long, because at this point I'm just going to have to go find something else to do. Maybe I will be sad and walk around town and look for tacos. I don't know. See, I'm like the bot. The bot is sad because he can't have bacon. Lochiver is sad because you can't have tacos. If I had stuff in the house to make tacos with, I wouldn't be that sad. And actually, I've got a grocery store about 2 blocks, so I might go walk over there and get some stuff. But Apocryphile is going to be home in probably 20 minutes or so. So the question is, should I just wait for the car because it's going to be here in 20 minutes, or should I actually walk? It's going to take me 20 minutes to get over there. I must have tacos. You don't understand. And I would invite all of you guys to come and have tacos with me, because it's awesome. Love tacos. See, this is what happens. I'm always talking about food because I'm hungry, and I don't really like to eat on the stream. I would never be able to talk to you guys if I was eating on the stream. I can barely drink on the stream because I have, for whatever reason, I just, like, eating messes up my ability to talk. I get, like, really grovelly, and it just sounds terrible. So it would be like if I had a giant glass of milk or something while I sat here. Never have a giant glass of milk and try to talk to somebody, especially on a stream. You'll just be hacking and coughing and carrying on. It's so bad. Jedrui, you know where it's at, man. Bacon steak tacos? Holy shit, that sounds good. I know, see what happens, 6 cubed. I apologize, you come in here, we talk about food. That's how it works. I'm hungry. It's my fault, I'm sure. But if I would just eat before I would stream, none of this would happen, but I don't want to deal with, like, the talking issues, so I end up hungry. It's a good excuse to go, though, too. I won't sit here and stream 24/7, even though I know some of you want us to stream 24/7. I guess I could just leave the camera on, and then you can see my chair. Actually, I have my chair green screened out. You probably can't even see it. Like this, it's actually right here. I'm touching the chair. Now you can see it if I cover up the lighting a little bit. The green screen back there. Anyway, well, this sucks. I don't know. I might be coming back. It depends. Our schedule, do you think last week was bad? Schedule is even worse this week. Like, at this point, we're getting up super late, and we're staying up super late. Like today, I went to bed at like 3 o'clock. Maybe it was closer to 4 o'clock. There is no way I can get up on time to do our normal schedule. So we might be back after the maintenance. It just depends on getting food and how we're feeling and what we have to do. So... Good morning, Jeremus. How are you? I guess it's afternoon for you now. Yeah, one of these days we'll take some pictures or do something with the studio. Our cameras are, like, they're hard to move around because we've got them at their max length where they're sitting right now. So we might not be able to do it live, but I should be able to take some pictures. It is a mess in here. If you guys could see this right now, it looks real professional with the green screen, but my life is completely unorganized. I'm a very organized, clean person, and I've just got stuff sitting around on my desks, like papers everywhere, newspapers. It's terrible. I can tell you about it though, not show you. It's afternoon. Yeah, just keep an eye out for mailings from Twitch, and we'll try to post around too when it happens. That's the best way to keep tabs of when we're on, because the schedule thing, it works for us for a while, and until we can fix the schedule, it's just a mess. So, and we don't want to leave you guys for too long. So, we're coming back whenever we get the opportunity. So, yep, I have a good phone. You're right. I could totally do that, Jeremus. I might. I'll have to clean it up, and then I can show you guys what it looks like. Because this is not normal. This is just... Sometimes I come in here and just throw everything around. Like, I'll get the mail, and it's everywhere. As it is, I have 3 drinks on my desk. I have constant drinks. Coffee, mimosa, and the other drink I have is water. I really need to drink more water and less mimosa, but that's not as fun. So, it's 8 a.m. for you. Yeah, it is 9 a.m. here right now. So I guess the maintenance must have been at 7 a.m. Pacific instead of, because we're in Central. Very strange. I know I don't have any Rockstar. Actually, I have one, but I'm kind of saving it for an emergency. You know those things where you're like, break glass for emergency and there's like a Rockstar behind it? That's what we have in the kitchen right now. So, it's the desperation. It's the last one when we need it. So, yeah, Osiris, I saw your Minecraft pictures. Those are excellent. Flying around to get good shots of our land. That's very good. Yeah, I deleted, unfortunately, I figured out something about XSplit recently. The more stuff you have in your scenes, like the more options you have, the slower it runs. And so I had to delete everything that I previously had. All my Minecraft setup is gone. But one of these days I'm going to have to stream that too. Everybody can get on there and maybe we can help try to finish that hotel thing. I know it's mostly Inguio Maris's project, but that is a huge project. Every time I walk over to that building, I'm like, I have no vision for this building because I don't know. I've even read the book, and I don't really know what to do. I put a lot of the brick around the outside, but past that, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I think I'll go build a tower that's scary, that will kill people. That's also what I'm going to do. Build giant towers, like that one you sent me a screenshot of. I'm going to try some of that detailed stuff at some point. We'll see how it goes. Oh yes, Jedrui! You should totally join us on the Minecraft server. It's non-PvP, and we're pretty much sharing everything. If you have a chest that you would like people to stay out of, just put a sign there that says Jadrui's chest or something like that. We're not locking anything down. We're just, everybody's being polite. So if you have a project you're working on that you don't want other people to touch, you can put a sign there that says something like Jadrui's house or tower or under construction or whatever you want to put to tell people to hands off. But generally speaking, you know, the place is open for modification. Like, people were not being very possessive about anything, being very helpful. And we're all sort of at different stages of building. I think most of us are somewhere between the beginner and the intermediate phase, because we're not super knowledgeable about how to build awesome things yet, but we're learning. So at some point, the place could look pretty awesome. And if you head over to Facebook, we've actually got a couple screenshots up there of what we've managed to accomplish so far. And I think, Osiris, did you post those on Facebook, or did you just post those on Steam? Because I think I saw those new shots that you put up were on Steam. So if you don't use Steam, I actually want to get some of those pictures that Osiris uploaded. Oh, you did put them on Facebook? I'll have to check over there. Cool. Because Facebook, I'm starting to put game screenshots of what we're doing as a community up there, because I think that's pretty awesome. So anything interesting or weird that happens to us, or our ongoing Minecraft project, good place to document how it changes. So awesome. Very cool. Very cool, 6cubed. Yes, join us, Jedru. Would love to have you on the Minecraft server. We are warning people, if we catch you doing something destructive, we have no problems kicking you off. Which, I don't expect that from you guys, I really don't. Random strangers, though, you wouldn't believe how many private messages and just requests. Anybody comes in here that's new, if we are playing stuff or talking about Minecraft, the first question is, can I join? I'm like, okay, maybe. If you stick around with us for a little while and we get to know you, maybe we'll add you. But it's mostly for regulars right now, because we're establishing community, and we don't want some random person coming onto the server and destroying everything we have. That'd be rude, you know? So, anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to decide what I'm going to do about tacos, and hope that I don't get stuck with a breakfast taco. Worst case scenario, I'm making them myself this morning. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll be back sometime during today with more gaming. But if not, just look for the emails, because we are dedicated to streaming even if our schedule gets off, so you will see us around. And just a reminder, we are going out of town Friday, so we're not going to be live at all. We may be back in time to do something on Saturday, but not Friday this week, because we're going to be going to Houston. Fun, fun. We're in Dallas. Houston is about 4 or 5 hours away, so it's going to be pretty hard to stream from there. Oh my god, the bot got you. I will permit you here. Permit Osiris. I have to type your whole name in here. There we go. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you later. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Lochiver, and we are all Game With Us. Have a good day.